Hello children, welcome back to chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss our next topic. Our next topic is cement. So you might have heard about cement and where it is used, but you don't know what is the composition and what things are mixed to make hard and what should be a ratio of a good cement. So that things we will discuss. So to understand this topic, you should watch this video till end. So let us begin our topic without being delay. Cement. Okay. What is cement? So what is the color of cement? It is light grey, heavy, fine powder. Means cement is in powdered form. What is? It is light grey. What is the color of? That is light grey. Heavy, fine powder. It is homogeneous mixture of silicate, aluminate and calcium. What is? It is homogeneous mixture of silicate, aluminate and calcium. It is also called Portland cement. It is also called Portland cement. What is Portland cement? Because it is resemble with the natural limestone poured in the slate of Portland, England. Means if we say it is resemble to slate of Portland cement. Means limestone, one limestone is seen in England, is Portland in England, and place is slate. So that we say Portland cement. Means it is resemble. I think you better understand what is the resemble. The resemble with the natural limestone poured in the slate of Portland, England. What we discuss here? So cement is a light grey substance. It is heavy, fine powder, homogeneous mixture. It is homogeneous mixture of silicate, aluminate and calcium. It is also called Portland cement because it is resemble with the natural limestone poured in the slate of Portland. Means it is similar to the natural limestone found in slate of Portland. So it is known as Portland cement. Next, what are the raw material? You know that for making the different products we need raw material, and after processing we make the product. So what are the raw material? Let us see. What first is limestone. What is? First is limestone. It provides calcium oxide. Limestone provides calcium oxide. Clay, it provides alumina and silica. It provides alumina and silica. What is clay? It provides alumina and silica. Next is gypsum. So we have already discussed gypsum. That is formula of gypsum is CaSO4 into 2H2O. So where we have discussed in preparation of plaster of Paris. There we have seen them when gypsum was heated at 393 Kelvin. So that loses 3 water molecules and change into plaster of Paris. So we have already discussed about this. Okay. Let us see the what is the composition. You know that if any compound is there, cement is a compound, so it has composition. So what are the composition? Let us see. General composition: calcium oxide 50 to 60%, means 50 to 60%. Calcium oxide should be there. Silicon dioxide 10 to 20%. 10 to 20%. Alumina 5 to 10%, magnesium oxide 2 to 3%, Fe2O3 1 to 2%, sulfur trioxide 1 to 2%. Okay, so this is the composition of cement. Composition of cement is this. So let us see one more time composition. Calcium oxide 50 to 60%, SiO2 20 to 25%, alumina 5 to 10%, magnesium oxide 2 to 3%, Fe2O3 1 to 2%, SO3 1 to 2%. So these are the composition of cement. So we know that some cements are good and some cements are not good. So what is the reason why some cements are good and why some are not? So let us see. In the formation of or in preparation of cement, if the ratio, some ratio is given, so if that ratio is followed, cement's quality will be good. If that ratio is not followed, same cement quality will not be good. So what is that? Let us see. For a good cement, for a good quality cement, the ratio of silica to alumina, what? Ratio of silica to alumina between 2.5 to 4%. You remember it. For good quality cement, the ratio of silica and alumina should be between 2.5 to 4. What? 2.5 to 4. And other also. And the ratio of lime, calcium oxide to total oxides of silicon, Al2O3, iron should be close to 2. So 2 points we got. What? The ratio of alumina and silica should be between 2.4, 2.5 to 4. And the ratio of lime to total oxides, silicon oxide, iron oxide should be close to 2, means ratio. So these 2 points we have to remember whenever we prepare cement. And factory also remember this ratio. Some factories do not follow this rule, so their cement quality is not good. But some factories are strict about these 2 things, so their quality, cement quality is very good. Let us see, our next topic is clinker. So what is clinker? Let us see, students. Clinker is very important. Okay, it is fused form. What is fused form? Let us see. When clay and lime, when clay and lime, what is clay and lime are strongly heated together. Clay, what? Clay and lime is strongly heated together. They fuse and react to form cement clinker. Means when clay and lime is heated strongly, they fuse and react to form cement clinker. This clinker is mixed with 2 to 3% by weight of gypsum to form cement. So cement clinker, not a cement. One question may be, is cement clinker is a cement? No, cement clinker is not a cement. When 2 to 3% of gypsum is mixed, then that will be cement. So what is that? Clay and lime heated strongly. What is that? Clinker. When 2 to 3% gypsum mixed, then it is cement. So you remember it. What is cement clinker or cement? Next is setting of cement. So you might have heard, you have seen, when we add water to cement, after some time that get hard. So that is called setting of cement. But we have seen that after plastering the buildings etc., we use water to wash 2 days 3 days. Why is that? What is the reason? So if we are watering that, we are pouring water on the plaster portion, that slow down the hardness, slow down the speed of hardness, and for this purpose we mix in that gypsum also. We mix gypsum in that. So if the hardness process is little slower, so that cement will be hard after hardening. It means when some cements get hard very fast, so they are not of very good quality. If proper gypsum is made in that, that slow down the process of setting, and after that if that get hardens, so that will be durable, that will be stable. So that is setting of cement. Setting of cement means when we add water, that get hardened, and that is called setting of cement. Let us see. When water is added to cement, give a hard mass. When water is added to cement, give a hard mass. This is due to hydration of molecules. Due to hydration of molecules of the constituent and their rearrangement. Means in powder form molecules are there, and when we add water, so their molecule constituent particles hydrated and they rearrange themselves. The purpose of adding gypsum, remember it, the purpose of adding gypsum is to slow down the process of setting. So students, again we will see this because it was not visible that time I taught. So please see it and watch it carefully. We have discussed when water is added to cement, it gives a hard mass. Means when water is added, that gets hard. This is due to, why is it happening? Due to hydration of molecules of constituent and their rearrangement. Means when we add water, their constituent particles are hydrated and they rearrange themselves. Because of that, hardness is taking place. In that we mix gypsum also. So what is purpose of mixing gypsum? The purpose of adding gypsum is to slow down the process of setting of cement. Purpose of mixing or adding, purpose of adding gypsum to cement is slow down the process of setting. So that set a limit or a time in between that will be set. So that cement will be more harder and more durable. So that we mix gypsum. Means we mix gypsum to make the cement more stronger and slow down the process of setting. So main purpose of mixing gypsum to slow down the process of setting, so that it gets sufficient hardened. Means if we are mixing the gypsum in that, so that slow down the process of setting, and if that slows down the process of setting, makes the hardened cement, it means that is more durable, stronger to other cement that are setting very fast. So maybe some question, why that gypsum is mixed in cement? What is the purpose of mixing gypsum in cement. So this is the answer. It slow down the process of setting, and that increases the strength, or we can say hardness of cement. Okay, thank you students. One point, you know that what is the use of cement. So I will not tell what is the use of cement. By yourself you write what is the use of cement, where it is used.